Hello, welcome to another video from the Dutchwatchdude. This time, something a little bit more casual and simple, honest watch from Citizen. Bright and blue Citizen NJ0100-89L. That is the license plate on this Citizen watch with a size of 44 millimeters. That is actually a little bit taller than average. The watch is made of steel, of course, rust-free steel, or better, how do you say it? Rust-free is not existed, but rust. Well, it doesn't rust easily. The watch has a water protection of 10 atm. With other words, it can be submerged in 100 meters of water. That means you can swim with it and some scuba diving. It's not a screw-in crown, so don't do diving, and probably also the scuba diving is not the most smart thing to do with it, but most people don't buy a watch like this to dive. The price at the moment of this watch is 140 euros here in Holland, probably more or less the same price in other parts of the world. You have to do the calculation to your own current for yourself if you want to know what it costs. The thickness of the watch is 12 millimeters. That is, of course, from here to here. I'm just showing off my little stick because yesterday I wanted to upload a video and I didn't have a pointing device, so I found a little stick. It's not high tech, but it is working. I have to say directly, this watch comes on a steel bracelet, not on the strap that I put on it. This strap is actually an aftermarket strap that I bought especially for this watch, because you can see the case is actually quite square at the lugs, so you can easily fit almost any bracelet or any strap, and it always looks good. This is actually a little bit more expensive strap from my Chinese friends from Ali. I have this strap in a few colors and I use it for quite a lot of watches because it's actually thick leather and just a very nice strap, and the color matches perfectly with this Citizen watch. Of course, this watch has a Miyota movement. Yeah, Miyota, sorry, it's owned by Citizen, so why should they put another movement inside? I had to take a sip because my voice was starting to sound quite funny. The watch is, of course, automatic, bidirectional winding, and it is a little bit noisy, but thinking about the price, it's one of the cheapest Citizens automatic watches you can buy nowadays. It is not bad at all. It's keeping time quite well. The crown, as I told you, it's not a screw-in crown. You can just wind it. You don't have to because, yeah, well, I don't have to. I use my watch winders, and it's one of the watches that have a steady place in the watch winder. The back of the watch, I shall try to focus a little bit on some of the details. Citizen Watch Go, water resistance 10 bar, GN4. It's a Japanese movement. Yeah, of course, it's Miyota. Serial number, part number, Everything you want to know is on the back of the watch. Crown, not signed, no problem. It's kind of a big crown. Not bad, because if you want to set the watch, the time, the date, it's nice to have something to hold on. And a lot of watches have very tiny crowns. For example, my Kamasu, my Orient, great watch, but it does have a very small crown, and setting time is not the easiest thing to do. I always manage because it's a very nice watch and it is very running very well. I don't have to adjust it at all, but every now and then, yeah, even my Kamasu needs some adjustments. This one, as you can see, it's nothing fancy. It's a nice dial, deep blue. Everything is painted on the dial, no markers that are actually added to it, but it's just paint. The illumination is decent. It's nothing good, nothing special, but it is just decent in the dark. The inner ring is actually nice. Everything lines up very well. Even it's a cheap watch, the eye for detail at Citizens is great, because often if you have a cheaper watch, I don't want to call 140 euros cheap, but the cheaper watches sometimes have problems with the lineup. If you look at the second hand right now, it really gets into the middle of the triangle at the 12 o'clock position, and quite often it will never reach the middle of it, but always a little bit out of the center. Not a real big problem, but yeah, if you're a little bit like me, you think it's a problem, even it isn't. The bezel, of course, is not doing anything. The inner bezel got the minute indications from 60 till 0. The watch itself doesn't do any tricks at all. It comes in a decent box, not even a fancy box, but again, it's cheap watch, 140 euros, and you get a lot of watch for your money. It's my... Do I have more? No, I have 2 Citizen watches. I also have one of those digital watches, quartz watch. Actually, a nice one, but really beat up. Maybe if I have done all the things that I want to do, I will make a video about that one. But this one is actually a watch that I really recommend for a few reasons. The first one, it is an awesome watch for the money you pay for it. You cannot buy a better looking watch for 140 euros. The movement is rock solid. Miyota makes really great movements. Every watch freak, watch collector, watch specialist, whatever you call yourself, knows Miyota makes very nice movements. They are not the top of the world, but they are always good. Rock solid and keeping time as they should keeping time. The hands, everything is in really nice finish. The watch is just something you wear with pleasure, and I think that is one of the most important things of buying a watch. If you can buy this watch, you see it somewhere listed, just don't hesitate. Pull the trigger, buy it, because you will never regret it. And one of the good things with a Citizen watch is you will always get your money back if you sell it. So enjoy this watch if you're gonna buy it. Otherwise, I hope you did enjoy the video I just made about it. If you like my channel, please follow me, hit the bell if you want to be notified if I put another video online, and if you're really into watches, follow me on Instagram, Dutchwatchdude. Easier I cannot make it. Have an incredible day and see you soon with the next video from the Dutchwatchdude.